What is happening, nerds and geeks? My name is KotyTang. Welcome to DC and Sonic. This shit's so ass, bro. Issue 4. A while before Sonic and friends were warped to the DC world, we get to see how the Justice League survived the alleged collapse of Sonic's world. Through the power of bullshit, they all lived and stuff, so that's pretty neat, I guess. The DC heroes are immediately like, we gotta get some Chaos Emeralds and stuff. So they go do that, meeting a large variety of random characters because why not? Such as Blaze. Why are Blaze and Silver even here? Blaze is fighting some people, and these characters show up, and then Wonder Woman lassos them and slams them down, so I guess that means they're defeated now. Then Wonder Woman and Blaze become friends, and Blaze just gives the Chaos Emerald to Wonder Woman because she says she's a nice gal. That's all it takes to get a Chaos Emerald, just be nice. Speaking of people who have absolutely no reason to be where they're at, here's Metal Sonic with a Chaos Emerald in this city. All for absolutely no reason at all. He's being chased by Batman, and instead of just leaving the city, Metal Sonic decides that he's going to just be in Batman's view at all times? Okay. Since all villains are just fodder in this crossover, Batman completely obliterates Metal Sonic without any effort at all. Metal Sonic being fooled by the easiest trick in the book, Batman jumps in the air as a distraction. Meanwhile, Batman's bike is screeching and revving while flying toward Metal Sonic, and he doesn't hear or see anything until the light pops up on his face, so, well, now Metal Sonic is dead. Just like that. Okay. So, just like Sonic and Friends, the DC cast also just magically find every single Chaos Emerald immediately after stating that they need to search for them. So, next is The Flash fighting Adolf Napoleon, or whoever this guy is supposed to be. The Deadly Six are here because why not? The Flash talks about how dumb it was for the villain to reveal how they're accomplishing what they're doing out loud, and the Deadly Six definitely heard him. So, after being freed, the Deadly Six also then reveal how they're going to do what they're gonna do, and tells the Flash that they're gonna kill him. What a dumbass scene this is. So the Flash just takes the Chaos Emerald and he leaves. While that's going on, Superman goes after Eggman, just kind of jumping right to his fleet, destroying everything around in a few Superman punches. We also get this bit here. You know the one. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Can you shut the fuck up? This is cringe. Just please stop this. Why the hell would Eggman ever say this? Eggman gives up because Superman is just too strong. So he just tells him where the Chaos Emerald is. And as Superman leaves, he keeps destroying stuff. So Eggman yells at him for doing that, shouting that he hates that Kryptonian. Why would Eggman know that Superman is a Kryptonian? Does he read the comic books? Did him and Superman have a nice chat about his origins from another dimension? Also, cringe-ass American Sonic cartoon reference. So there's two classic cringe references in one, and for some reason Eggman knowing the origins of Superman. So, there you go. Green Lantern fights an old lady who's harassing wisps. Wisps are here too for some reason. It's also just every type of wisp conveniently here as well. The wisps hop into the Green Lantern's ring and it becomes supercharged, so he fires a rainbow attack at the grandma while reciting some mantra. What? Why did the Green Lantern say this? Is this something they say in the Green Lantern comics? They become Captain Planet like this? Pretty cringe. Y'all get down with that? Also, that was death. She died. So now the Green Lantern has an emerald, so he's out of there, using the Chaos Emerald to recharge his ring. Woo-ha! The heroes all gather up and do some, something to allow the dimensions to connect. Now that Booyah understands the Chaos Emeralds, Booyah is extra nerdy and the Flash can't keep up, so he asks Batman what he's talking about, and Batman makes it easy to understand. Ha 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 ha. Nerd guy is nerd. Take a drink every time predictable writing happens in this comic. You'll die of liver failure before issue 1 is done. Anyway, Booyah states that he has no idea if this will even work, and Superman is like, well, we sent the Sonic heroes to our universe for a reason, right? And I don't even know why they know anything about Sonic. The Justice League all talk about them like they've been researching them behind the scenes, but that's just never been explained yet, if it ever will be. Soon, the thingy works, and then the Sonic cast all appear through the portal, so now they're back in their own world. Ending issue 4. So, we only have one more issue left. Alrighty. So it's nice that they decided to start just using nameplates in this comic now, rather than having a montage of panels where every character tries to fist somebody's name into the dialogue. The nameplates are still goofy to put in, but at least it's better than the forced dialogue we were getting. An improvement that comes at the last 2 issues of this comic. Was that part of the comic book how-to guide? Make everybody awkwardly say everybody's name for 3 issues, and then on the rest we can just make everyone talk like real people? Using the phrase, like real people, really loose here, by the way. So kind of like the last issue, I just wanted to point out that, for some reason the DC heroes are less lazy in Sonic's universe, as they one-shot every single villain. Even characters from their own universes, and the Sonic cast must be just as lazy, because we just saw them one-shot a bunch of DC villains themselves. What the hell is actually going on with that? Every hero can just one-shot every villain, but they would rather go on a multi-saga long adventure that puts, at the very least, an entire region in peril? I don't understand what's being shown here. Why don't both universes just always one-shot villains if that's the case? Now personally, I think people's standards for crossovers need to drastically change. The fact that so many people are fine with getting slop spoon-fed to them is pretty depressing, and a lot of them are perfectly okay with it. I'll go over this a bit more in the final issue of this thing, but let's make a little scenario, okay? Let's say that I'm a fan whose favorite villain was the Joker or Metal Sonic, and then I just watch Shadow and Batman walk all over them as though they were gum on a sidewalk. I'm just supposed to ignore every single thing these characters can do, have done, and have even been shown to be capable of, because the plot demanded it to be that way? Why would I ever be okay with that? Why is anybody okay with that? What's the point of getting invested into a character if the writer can just disrespect everything ever written about them at the drop of a dime? It's just dumb. It's not like something happened to either character to make them less capable. They just randomly suck, and that's the plot. Again, we only have 5 issues. This is what happens when you have a bunch of people who can't properly plan, or simply don't care to plan, for the thing they're writing for. This comic has been the writing equivalent of somebody pulling their pants down, whipping their cock out, and telling me to suck them off. I just haven't been okay with any of this. I don't want to give you guys praise for presenting some mess of a story that I don't want to witness. This comic so far has been 4 packs of sweaty, fat man ass. This shit smells rancid. It needs to be locked away in a vault of DC and Sonic what the f***s, cause y'all have utterly failed to deliver anything of value here. You got 1 issue left, so no matter what you do now, it won't change that. What a waste of an opportunity this was. Just for a little side note, this is one of the most annoying things in a comic to read. It might be a personal gripe, but we'll see, okay? The forced input of accents where they just talk like this is annoying to read. If a character needs an accent, I can imagine what they sound like on my own. I don't need you to bastardize the words too, okay? You can present that they have an accent through other characters, or just throw in a word from their native tongue, and I 100% got you, okay? I know what the character is supposed to sound like after that. I feel like this could end up being racist doing something like this. But what do I know, okay? Throw some niggas up on the screen and have them talking like a straight thug. I'm sure that's fine. I'd like to see some UK comics where they just fail to write in any of the T's to their speech bubbles, or introduce a Japanese character where they can't pronounce a single L and replace them all with R's. Just trying to get that accent across to you, you know? So in this comic, Batman proceeded to dominate the performance equivalent mechanically crafted Eggman unit designed to rival Sonic in every aspect and even exceed him in some. All with a grappling hook, some batarangs, and a motorcycle. That was all it took to take out Metal Sonic. I don't know what kind of character Batman is, but I ain't never seen him do no shit like that, okay? What Ian basically just wrote there is that Batman would two-piece the fuck out of Sonic. It would be no contest. I mean, that's genuinely what I just read there. There's no other way around it. There's no explanation of what just happened. Batman just beat the shit out of Sonic. It wasn't even a clever plot to outsmart him. Batman just ran in there, hit him with the motorcycle, and left like nothing even happened. Now, Metal Sonic didn't have to do this runaround with Batman. Metal Sonic could split out of there so fast that Batman wouldn't even be able to turn his bike on before realizing that he already left. That's even what the Flash would go on to do against the Deadly Six. Just so everybody's aware, if Sonic is matching speed with the Flash, Metal Sonic is also matching speed with the Flash. That's what his character is designed to do. There's just absolutely no reason to fight or wait around for somebody to attack him. For whatever reason though, Metal Sonic decided to race Batman and then failed to fight him. Why does Metal Sonic even have a Chaos Emerald in the first place? Did Eggman even order him over there? Where are the other badniks to join Metal Sonic at? How fast is Batman's bike? How fast is Batman's grappling hook? How strong is his grappling hook? Why doesn't Metal Sonic use a single one of his abilities aside from his speed? Well, sure, as a writer, you can write it so that anybody you want to win a fight wins that fight, and even have whatever you want happen in the fight just happen. But you're an idiot if you just make things happen just because you felt like it. It's really that simple. I know, it's just such a hassle to know what your characters are actually capable of doing when they go to fight each other. But when you decide that things just happen because either a cool spectacle moment or because I didn't feel like writing an actual fight, as the audience, you're telling us that a character can do certain things as a regular occurrence, so we're gonna take that information in, and then when a character suddenly just becomes incapable of doing any of that for absolutely no reason at all, just to make it so that we have to accept the scene regardless of what we know, it's kind of but seriously, for a crossover about fan service, the only extent that they went to for fan service was the simple act of a character existing on a comic panel. They forgot to make the characters do much of anything that somebody would even like them for. If this was designed to get people into Sonic or people into DC, they're doing an atrocious job at presenting any of these characters as somebody worth following. Everybody just seems like a throwaway character in all of these instances. If I had no idea who anybody was, I'd fail to realize who were the major people on each side. I mean, really, I do barely know anything about DC. Is Hitler a major character or something? What about the female Furies? Are they a big deal that just got sidelined, or are we just chilling with a bunch of randoms? Well, for Sonic, every villain's a pretty big deal in their own right. So seeing them just get slapped away is goofy. Considering the type of things they get up to on a regular basis, none of this makes any sense for why they would all be losing this easily. I mean, if you guys like brain dead media, then I guess more power to you, you know? I'm glad you're enjoying this piece of shit comic. It would be nice to have some actual competent writers working on something for once, where, you know, you can actually see that they're actually putting forth the effort to care about what they're making. Or, you know what? Maybe it's a case that they are doing everything they can to make this good. In which case, Jesus, how pathetic. What a waste of time this comic has been. Thanks Ian Flynn for once again failing to deliver. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, join the Eggman Empire Discord, okay, bye!